Hello friends, how are you? I'm back again with a new video. Last time I had made a video on non-disclosure act, non-disclosure clauses. So going further ahead in that series only, today I'm going to discuss about the Digital Data Protection Act, which has just come in this year. So where we can discuss that how our data it can be protected, and particularly digital data. So today I have with me, fortunately I have Mr. Abhishek Bansiwal. He is a LLM holder from the Trinity College, Ireland, on IT laws and IPR laws. So I have an expert over here who's also done certification courses in digital data protection, and he's gone in depth overview he has taken into this new Digital Data Protection Act passed in India. Hello Abhishek. So tell us something about yourself first.
Thank you so much, sir, for having me here. So it's been an honor to be a part of a channel and to be the part of this series. So just to tell you further, I even hold a certification, a CIPP certification, which is primarily focused on GDPR laws. I even have different ISO certification, which makes me a lead auditor and lead implementer. So I believe that my expertise can surely help you out in understanding the Digital Personal Data Protection Act.
So I think I got the right targeted person to tell me something about this. Now you are within my bounds and you have to tell me. So Abhishek, my first point is, and my prime focus over here is, everybody can study Digital Data Protection Act, but what I want to know is, every act, when a new act comes in, there are always certain challenges, certain loopholes are left out, which we have to focus with everybody, every organization, big or small. It should be aware about where still the challenges are there in the act. So please focus on that.
So yes, you are really correct that there are challenges. I believe every act, every law which is passed have to go through various steps in order to become a very good law. I believe that there are some of the challenges. So to begin with, the challenges first I can see in the very face of it are, the first one is it is having a problem related to legitimate use. For example, if a company is processing your data under the contractual term which we say legitimate use, then in that case, me being a data principal cannot ask the company under legitimate use what kind of data you are holding, how long you are going to hold it, how you are processing it, to whom it is sending. So I believe it gives a very wide power in the hand of the organizations which are known as data fiduciaries in the act.
And data principal is the person who is giving the data to the organization. Right.
So data principal being the general audience, and the data fiduciary will be the companies who are using the data for their processing. This is the first more thing that I can see. So even if under legitimate use, this is the first challenge, and there is nothing mentioned how to maintain the data. For example, if I give an example of GDPR, in GDPR it says that you have to maintain a record, how you are maintaining my data, how you are processing it, to whom you are sending it.
Means data mapping.
Exactly. Right. You got it right. Okay. So data mapping. So but in the GDPR it's known as record of processing activities.
Okay.
So it is a type under that record of processing activity. It is a type which says data mapping also.
Right.
So if there is nothing about data mapping in the new act, if being a normal person, I am asking about where is my data, how you are processing it, how long you are going to take it. So it becomes very difficult for the organization to answer those requests. As you are aware of the fact, you must be aware of the fact that DPDP Act new says that there are certain rights which are given to data principals.
Right.
So being a data principal, if I want to access my rights, how an organization is going to reply to it? It is really unclear in this, because no rules are there, nothing is mentioned related to it. Though I am certain of the fact that with time comments and the rules which is.
You mean to say the rules are still to come?
Yes.
And so we are expecting that these points should be covered in those.
Yes. I believe so, and I believe so this will be covered because many things are still lacking into it. So I can see there is an exemption which makes a significant data fiduciary exempted from certain kind of provisions which are mandatory for normal data fiduciary. A government have a power in which they can exempt data fiduciary from the obligations which are there in the DPDP Act.
Right.
For example, if I'm giving you my data which is related to my PI data, my very personal data, in sense. So it can give you a power, like for example, Aadhaar card. You are aware of it. If they say that it's a significant data fiduciary and they are exempted from it, this can lead to identity theft. This can lead to bank frauds and everything. So this is something which needs to be narrow it down, and I believe that this can be done by a basis of an amendment. But it is too
Right.
soon to say that it will be amended, because
Right.
even the rules are not there. But I believe the rules can cover these loopholes, and amendment is usually required. But let's see how it is interpreted.
Right.
And
I
how
think the act
president
has
is.
still not being challenged. The provisions are still maybe in near future, before Supreme Court, some petition may be filed challenging certain provisions, and like you are saying, so these things may also be highlighted in future
Exactly,
somewhere.
exactly.
Right. So basically, these are the challenges. These are broadly the challenges. There are certain more things which can be gone into in depth, but these are the broadly the challenges which are being seen by our expert in the Digital Data Protection and Personal Data Protection Act. So I hope this video is helpful, and next time we'll come up on these series on more of these issues which will affect the organization, whether it is a big, mediocre or a small organization. The new generation of digital data and the data knowledge, as it is said, is money. So protection of the data, the information. So we will have more videos on this series. Thank you everybody. Thank you Abhishek for coming, and we'll have you in the next videos in the future also. Thank you.
Sure, sir. I'll be happy to be a part of it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.